Good morning, Millennial Morticians. Happy Wednesday morning. Hope you guys like that new intro. I am back from my vacation in the beautiful islands of Turks and Caicos. I had a great time with friends and family, and I'm glad to be back podcasting with you guys for another week. I hope you guys are ready, buckled in for today's episode. I have some interesting topics to talk about and cover really quickly. And as I know, you guys have some important business to handle back at your respective funeral homes or even as a mortuary school student. The title of today's episode is Are You a Mover or a Shaker? Are you a mover or a shaker? There's a huge difference between movers and shakers. For starters, movers, what I found is they pick up problems and place them in other spaces where most of the time other problems reside. And they're not really as thoughtful about why they're moving what they're moving. They just know they have a problem in their way, in their face, and they want the quickest, most reliable way to get it away from them as soon as possible. And while it has its perks of course, the problem being solved temporarily, it doesn't do you justice to have to come back and see that same problem again, not just now, but even in the future or any other future problems that you may face. Nobody wants to have to do double the work, double time. And what I'm finding a lot is a lot of people are getting tired of having to ask people to go back, look over stuff again, do this again. It wastes time and money, and it slows down the efficiency of the operation that you're trying to run. Not just in the business world, but also in the educational environment. In an educational environment, when you're doing a homework assignment or you're working on a major project, and your teacher says, "Hey, that part's wrong. You get to go back and do it." It's like, man, I have 30 other things to do. That's really throwing me back. So getting out of that movement mindset. Now, let me tell you what makes a shaker special. A shaker has the ability to disrupt a larger field at a time, a larger amount of problems at a time, and in a very quick manner. Now, the powerful thing about being a shaker, and what I want you guys to learn this week, is that you can shake anything from anywhere. I find that a lot of times movers seem to be more hands-on with one problem at a time, and mentally they think they're moving more than they actually are when they're not. A shaker can snap their finger one time and they've shaken up a whole industry, or they've shaken up their whole funeral home, or they've shaken up um, the way they treat their families. They're quick to adapt, change. They're quick to modify. And the beautiful thing about being a shaker is you can do it from absolutely anywhere. So getting into that shaker mindset is powerful. Not only when you shake things do you destroy them, but you get them out of your way permanently, and you know that you've done it right the first time. Now, that's not to say you can't be a mover from a different location either. But I wanted to get us into the mindset of not wasting time and shaking those problems out of our lives and out of our mental space, because you have to have space for your brain to grow, to develop new ideas. You have to put yourself in an environment where you're thriving. And that means you have the ability and the power within yourself to shake off anything. Life doesn't always go good, and every day might not be a great day for you. But having the ability and the power inside of you to be able to shake off any of those distractions, especially the small ones that tend to get some of us, will be a huge advantage in your playing field and in your life. As you enter into this landscape of leadership and development, as you progress in life, remember, shake away those problems. Shake away those unwanted desires or those unwanted things that are going on in your life that are really distracting you and holding you back from your reaching your maximum potential. Being a mover is great, but being a shaker is even better. You have a bigger impact. You make a stronger push in your life to really realign the things the way you want them to do. Movement hides things that we don't want to see and don't want to accept. But we're in the funeral industry. We're strong-minded people. You guys are strong-minded students, funeral home owners, funeral directors, and CEOs, even some of you. So get your group, get your clientele in the mindset of shaking. And you'd be surprised how many things happen for you and how things turn out for you. Well, guys, I'm your Millennial Mortician, Jaden Fowlkes. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of this incredible podcast. Hope you guys are loving this new format. Please like, share, subscribe, and make sure you comment on what you think about our new format of podcasting. This week, shake those problems out. Clear your mind. Don't create a whole storage unit of stuff that have just been moved out of your life. Create an area where you can say these things have been destroyed out of my life. It's a powerful thing. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Enjoy your week. And remember, this is the podcast that engraves. Can't forget it.